Hi, I'm Jen.
And I'm Greg.
And welcome to Flights or Growlers.
Today we are on the west coast of the U.S.
We couldn't be more excited to branch out from the Florida environment and get out there to California.
If you're new to Flights or Growlers, please hit the subscribe button or tap the notification bell if you want to receive notifications when we release new videos. And our first stop of Golden Road. The Golden Road Brewery was founded in 2011. They were acquired by AB InBev in 2015. Their most popular beer, which you've probably seen, is Mango Cart, which they tend to have in a lot of different places. I know we see it a lot around Florida. The tasting room in Anaheim opened in 2015, and the whole location, which you'll see here soon, opened in 2017. It's 40,000 square feet. It is vast and cavernous. They have 10 fermenters, wood casks, and over 40 taps.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest tasting rooms that I think I've been in recent memory. Really lots of room for lots of people. Really kind of fun. You can imagine on a baseball game day that it would be packed with baseball fans going to the game or after the game. Just seemed like a really fun environment. Of course, it was completely empty when we went, but it was huge and really comfortable and big.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why these places are empty, we are usually the first people to show up when the brewery's open. So that's why we don't like to take footage of other people eating and drinking. We think it's kind of weird, but so we try to get there early in order to get a mostly empty place.
So they have got a lot of tap handles. I didn't count them, but they have a lot of tap handles. They were out of several beers, though, the day that we were there, so just something to keep in mind. They did have the QR code menu available for both their food and their drink menus, and I'll show you a little bit of that here, but definitely something to keep in mind. I think we had gotten there just after a really busy weekend, and so they were out of several different things.
I think there was a game the day before, too, or something, so this was still going on in September. They also have a lot of activities here, so they have cornhole and ping pong, and I believe a capacity of 1,000 people in the tasting room.
That's wild. Yeah, definitely glad that this was our first stop, literally our first stop when we got off the plane, got in the rental car, and drove straight to Golden Road.
Yeah, and we had a really early flight, so I think we were at the airport at 5 a.m., so we were starving by the time we got there.
Yeah,
so
we were ready to eat and ready to have a couple drinks as well.
So before we ordered our flight of beer, we tasted the Golden State Cerveza, which is listed as a light, smooth Mexican-style lager with just a hint of citrus.
Yeah, this beer was a nice, pretty yellow color. It had a citrus nose. The flavor was really bright. I thought it was really tasty. It would be great with tacos or sipping on the porch. I'm really starting to appreciate the Mexican-style lagers, and this is a really good example of one.
Yep. And then we ordered our first flight of 2, and from left to right, we've got the Oktoberfest, the Rally Monkey Red, the Go to Helles Lager, and Balboa Blonde with Pomegranate.
And first up is that Go to Helles Lager. It's a golden color with a nice white head. There wasn't much on the nose. It had a touch of malt, a light mouthfeel, and a soft lager flavor. There was a touch of effervescence. It was a nice subtle flavor profile with a lingering malt aftertaste. I liked it. It was fine.
Yeah, I thought it was really good too. Most of the beers we had, if not all, I think all of the beers we had were really well-made beers and really had very distinct flavor profiles. Next up was the Balboa Blonde with pomegranate and strawberry. It had a golden color with a white head. It was bubbly. There was fruit forward. It had a really good balance of the pomegranate and the strawberry. And the blonde malt didn't come through quite as much as some other blondes do. It tasted a little bit more like a fruit beer than a blonde, but I thought it was really delicious.
Yeah, it was a pretty tasty beer. Next up was the Oktoberfest. This was a traditional-looking Oktoberfest, traditional tasting Oktoberfest as well, with those toasty, caramely flavors, soft toast and bubbles on the tongue, caramel flavors. It had a lingering aftertaste. It tasted a little bit richer, I would say, in quality than some Oktoberfest that I've had recently. Overall, a pretty solid beer.
Yep, and finally we had the Rally Monkey Red. It's a dark amber red ale with a creamy head. There was some toast on the nose with soft hops and a thin mouthfeel. It was malt forward, not as hoppy or bitter as you might be expected for a red, but the beer definitely came to life mid-palate. Overall, it's a very tasty beer.
Greg, what was your favorite beer of this round?
For the first flight, I I would say it's the Balboa Blonde. It was definitely refreshing, and the fruit hit just right. It was great. What about you, Jen?
Well, I'm going to cheat a little and say it was the Cerveza because it wasn't part of our flight, but I really did like that Golden State Cerveza. Next up, we were hungry, so we wanted to order up some food. Lots of really good options on the menu. If you're a vegetarian or vegan, lots of options for you as well. So I was really looking forward to this meal.
Yep, and like I said, we had an early flight, so we were starving. So first up, I ordered the turkey melt with fries and a side of beer cheese. Doesn't really come with the beer cheese, but wanted to try their beer cheese. Roasted turkey breast, pepper jack cheese, red onion, tomato, shredded lettuce, and rosemary aioli and bacon on toasted sourdough. And oh my god, this was like maybe one of the best turkey melts I've ever had. This was so good. I think all of their food was really good. I tried some of Jen's dishes too.
Yeah, spoiler alert, everything was great. I ordered the vegan fries, which were crispy bed of fries tossed in tahine, salsa roja, vegan cilantro crema, fresh roasted corn, topped with cilantro leaves. This was good, but I probably would have just preferred the fries and the beer cheese instead. But it was a really nice, good filling option. The star of the show, though, oh my gosh, these vegan avocado tacos. These were beer-battered fried avocado slices topped with corn and black bean slaw, shaved cabbage, tomatilla salsa, finished off with a chipotle crema drizzle. Absolutely delicious. I still think about these tacos.
Yeah, they were good. However they managed to fry up that avocado, it was just amazing.
So very good.
So we then ordered a second flight, and from left to right, we've got Haze the Day Pineapple IPA, Get Up Off That Brown, Booty Schwartz, and Hefeweizen.
Yeah, I was excited about this because if you've been to Baseline Tap House at Walt Disney World and Disney's Hollywood Studios, you may have seen this Hefeweizen on the menu. I know I certainly order it every time I go in. So I was really excited to try it at the source and see if it tasted any different than what I was used to. So starting with that Hefeweizen, it was that beautiful deep gold color that you're used to. It had clove, banana, wheat, and yeast, all of the aroma and flavor that you would expect in a nice, balanced Hefeweizen. It was refreshing and filling, and I gotta say, it tasted comparable to what I was used to. I thought it would maybe taste better than what I was used to, but and fresher maybe, but tasted really, really great, and I'm glad I tried it there.
Yep, always a favorite. I think last time I was at Baseline Tap House, this is what I ordered too, so nice to have it at the source. Second up was Haze the Day Pineapple IPA. Definitely you can see yellow color here with the white head. It was a little bit hazy. There's big citrus hops on the nose. It was hoppy and had a weedy aroma. There's strong hop forward and a pineapple finish. I think the hops and the pineapple balance really nicely. I really like that.
Yeah, as you know, I'm not a huge IPA fan, but I thought that this one was really pretty good. I think the pineapple helped to cut some of that bitterness and really made it a little bit smoother and more drinkable for me at least. Next up was the Booty Schwartz. I think I ordered this just because of the name. It was a pretty brown color with a tan head. It had lager malt on the nose and a hint of smoke, which you would expect in a Schwartz. Taste of dark lager malts, toast, and that faint smoke taste as well. It was roasty, but it wasn't bitter. It was very smooth with a slight effervescence and a lingering toasty aftertaste. I liked this one a lot more than I was expecting to. Really well balanced, really well made beer.
Yeah, this was a good beer, and again, that just that hint of smoke kind of suited it very perfectly. It was a really good Schwartz.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finally, we had the Get Up Off That Brown, dark amber brown, translucent, and there was almost no head. It had a nutty brown aroma. It tasted of roasted nuts. It had a warm mouthfeel, malty and roasty with soft lingering aftertaste. I really like this one.
Yeah, this one was pretty good. Overall, a really solid flight. Greg, what was your favorite in this flight?
Of the second flight, my favorite was the Hefeweizen.
Oh,
Again,
wow.
Old standard, classic Golden Road Hefeweizen, but really enjoyed it. Jen, what about you?
Mine was the Booty Schwartz. It was surprising. It was beautiful, well-balanced, soft, smoky flavors, but not overpowering. I was delighted by it. And out of all the beers that we had at Golden Road, Greg, which would you say was your absolute favorite?
I think my favorite of the beers we tried that day was definitely the Balboa Blonde with pomegranate and strawberry. It was such a refreshing beer. For a hot day in Anaheim, it was perfect. What about you, Jen?
I'm gonna go with that Schwartz again. I thought it was delicious. I think it won the day. So Golden Road at the front of the store has a lot of different items, merchandise available for purchase, a wide variety selection. However, what we found was when we went to go purchase apparel, their size selection was not great. So we were unable to make any purchases because of the lack of variety size-wise in like your t-shirts and things of that nature. But lots of different types of items to buy. They also have a cooler with their to-go containers. They offer their crowlers and their growlers to go. So lots of different options if you want to take a piece of Golden Road home with you.
Yeah, and they did say when we were trying to buy the merchandise that they had a lot more sizes available on their website. So if you want to visit Mango County and you want more information about Golden Road, you can visit their website at goldenroad.la.
Have you been to Golden Road Brewery in Anaheim? If so, please leave a comment down below. Let us know what your favorite beverage or what your favorite food item was. We'd love to hear about that. And thanks for watching. For Flights of Growlers, this is Jen.
And this is Greg.
And we'll see you at the brewery.